This is for anyone who doesn't know how to get rid of the annoying QR code that appears on the screen here when you buy a new Osmo Pocket 3. I'm not an expert, I only bought this last week, so I'm going by memory here. And it's when you get that QR code on your screen, you've got 5 goes by swiping it to the right, and you can use that as normal. But then in the 6th go, the QR code just stays there. And here's how to get rid of it. Basically, you'll be wanting to know, can I get rid of it without downloading an app or anything? No, you'll need to download and install the DJI Mimo app, which is what it's linking to. You'll need Bluetooth on your phone to activate your QR code or whatever your thing may. Basically to remove it, to remove the code. And then if you want to use the Mimo app, you'll need to you need your DJI account or just create one, and you'll need to connect it by Wi-Fi. I don't know if you need to do step 3 to do step 2, but I can't recall now. Anyway, you'll need to download the DJI Mimo thing, but the annoying thing is it's not in Google Play Store or Apple Store. You'll need to download the raw file. Once you've activated it, you don't need the Mimo app, but there's 2 good reasons I can think of for using the Mimo app. One is to get firmware updates. It looks like that's the only way you can get firmware updates, I'm not sure. And the other reason is that you can use this as your screen when you're recording, so instead of being stuck with that very small one, you could be using this as your screen. But it's not necessary though. If you just want rid of the QR code here, then you just need to do the first 2 steps. I can't remember if you need to sign in to the DJI account. I think you probably do. You probably have a DJI account because you probably bought it from the DJI store, because it's not available in most places. I can only really see it in the DJI store. Sometimes Amazon have it, but only every 3 or 4 months. This is a creator combo, but it'll be the same for all of them, basically the same process. But one major annoyance is that this app isn't in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. You'll need to download the raw APK files from the DJI site, which will be the link that you get from the QR code here. So you point your camera at the QR code will be there somewhere. You point it there, probably a link will come up around about here, and you click on that link, and I think it'll probably start downloading straight away. But if not, it's probably in downloads in your browser. Yeah, in Chrome, this is a Chrome browser. The file would be in downloads here. But phones are set by default not to accept unsigned files or files outside the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. So you'll probably get a thing saying download unsigned file, and you're going to have to tick yes for that because you have no choice really. And I think you may get a few warnings like that. You'll get a warning saying, do you want to accept this? And you'll need to tick a box. I think it's either in your browser or it's actually on your phone. It should pop up. You'll need to accept that. I would advise unaccepting it straight after you've downloaded the file. And if you're wondering where the file is, it'll probably be in your browser download section. So you'll need to go in your browser and you'll need to look for downloads. So for step 2, you'll need to have Bluetooth on your phone, and I think you sort of put it near your phone, and this should recognise it. I think you get a code for both of them. You type the code in both of them. I can't remember now, but yeah, you should be able to activate it, and that will remove the QR code in front of your phone camcorder Osmo. So that means that you can now use this fine. You don't need to use the app at all after that. You can just use it as an ordinary camcorder. But if you're wanting to use the Mimo app, you'll need to sign in with your DJI account. I can't remember if you needed to sign in to DJI for that. But you've probably got a DJI account because you probably bought it from the DJI store. Or you can set up a new account. And then to use the DJI Mimo app, I think Mimo means My Moments or something. You need to use Wi-Fi, so you need to connect it by Wi-Fi, the 2 things. But I don't have a router. My phone's my router, and it couldn't find it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I couldn't find the Wi-Fi. I don't know. It's just a total nuisance. And as I say, it looks like you get firmware updates here. I think what I'm going to do here is I would download the firmware, but then I'm going to have to connect the phone by Wi-Fi to this. And I don't know how I'm going to do that, because you need a router. So once you've pointed your camera at the QR code and you've got the link and you've pressed the link on your phone, you're going to get lots of warnings saying download unsigned file. You're going to have to accept them all. It's just one file, but I think you get about 2 warnings on Google Android anyway. Probably the same for Apple, because you're downloading an APK file from DJI site. To me it's unacceptable, but they pulled out of Google Play in 2021. I don't know why. Maybe just because they're so big they feel they don't need to do the fees or whatever. So that's it. It's all very annoying, and doesn't have to happen. I mean, really, you would need politicians to stop this sort of annoyance, you know. But that's what we need to go through at the moment to use our Osmo Pocket 3.